I call the honourable member for McEwen.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Treasurer. Stuart Edwards is a constituent of mine who is a single dad with 4 young kids. He is studying at university part-time while working, and because of the Treasurer's budget, he expects to lose more than $3,000 a year from family tax benefit cuts. Why is the Treasurer not only hitting Stuart's family with family tax benefit cuts, but also saddling with the debt sentence for the cost of his degree?
I call the honourable the Treasurer.
Well, I thank the honourable member for Bent for his question and recognise that I firstly want to express admiration to that individual that you referred to for the fact that he is undertaking study and raising his children. That is quite a contribution to make, but it's also importantly an investment in his future, and it's an investment in his children's future. And of course, if he is studying at university, he is being heavily subsidised by taxpayers. Heavily subsidised to the tune of about 60% of his fees are being paid for by everyday Australians paying tax. 60% of his fees. Now that's a good start.
The member for Franklin.
The second thing I'd point out is that whatever fees he is accruing now, he is going to have to repay as well under a system that the Labor Party introduced. How about that? The Labor Party is now critical of the higher education system loan scheme that they actually introduced. So I say to the honourable member that if he is critical of that scheme, he should criticise himself. And then the third thing I would say to the honourable member is inevitably when money comes from the government, it comes from another taxpayer. It comes from another taxpayer. And ultimately, if it comes from another taxpayer, that other taxpayer needs to have a job, as does maybe that man needs to have a job as well. And the bottom line is because he might be—
There'll be silence on my left, and the member for Shortland will be desist. And the member for Hunter will be smoking soon too.
And if he is working part-time, then he obviously would have a job as well. It's perfectly reasonable that he's working part-time studying and also raising children. It's not uncommon. But again, in the circumstances, and I'm not familiar with the specific circumstances, there is someone else who is working, paying taxes, that is helping him through his degree and helping him in his everyday life. And I'd say to that man, we want to continue to provide that sort of support.
Franklin
we really do.
Under 94A.
But the problem is that the Labor Party left us with $123 billion of deficits, debt rising to $667 billion, and that sort of scheme is not sustainable unless we deliver the decisions now that are going to make sure that that sort of support through education and welfare is actually sustainable into the future.